Terraria isn't exactly a simple game. Unlike its rival Minecraft, this is not something a casual gamer would likely pick up and enjoy. It's too difficult, too complex for someone who barely understands how to use a keyboard and mouse. But what would happen if such a person actually did play Terraria? What if one of the only PC games that they have ever played was Terraria? Well, that's what we're going to find out because I have this amazing person called my wife. She doesn't really play video games, and when I asked her to list the PC games she has played, it was a very short list, and The Sims and Minecraft were the only titles I could recognize. I'm not even sure if she played Minecraft actually on PC, just that she did play Minecraft, and she has played a few console games like Paper Mario, but I don't remember any others, maybe a different Mario game, but those are the only games she has spent any considerable amount of time playing. So that's her entire gaming background, and somehow I managed to convince her to sit down for a 2-hour session of Terraria to answer the question, what happens when a non-gamer plays Terraria? Now, since she's probably going to watch this, be sure to leave encouraging comments and show her your support, or I will send a nuclear warhead to your location. Love you, sweetie. Now, let's see how this goes as we enter the menu screen, where it doesn't occur to her to even use the mouse.
Do you have any idea what you might do?
Yep, maybe you do something with the mouse too, I don't know.
Maybe.
There are guns in this game.
There are lots of guns in this game.
I want to see if you can figure out how to
Oh gosh!
click a button.
Oh.
Close.
Oh my
I
goodness,
did it.
I didn't even know you could do that.
How do you do it?
The mouse.
Oh, cool. Well, see, I am just that good.
The menu screen nearly overwhelmed her the moment she saw it, and the first customizable option confused
They
her.
look the same. The boy and the girl look the same.
But as she went through the menu, she actually did a really good job at navigating it and customizing her character. She was a little unsure about what part some of the sections were going to be customizing, but once she figured out which was which, she was able to use the menu without any issue. Spoiler alert, making the character is going to be her favorite part of the game when her 2 hours come to an end.
This is a fun game. Why didn't you show this?
Definitely going to be your favorite part.
Why didn't you show this to me sooner?
It's not only because she is going to end up struggling either, but because she likes creating things. She showcased a house she made in Minecraft, and after she showed me her Minecraft world and gave me a tour of it, I quickly learned that she enjoys building things and making them look pretty. Now, this is something you can definitely do in Terraria, but it's hard to deny that it's a lot more difficult to figure out how to build pretty things in Terraria, at least as a new person, than it is in Minecraft. Or at the very least, it takes a lot more work to get the tools needed to actually, do something. So casual players who just want to build something likely aren't going to end up enjoying Terraria because it's a lot less clear how to make a peaceful world where building can be the main focus. Other than that, understanding 2D art, hammers, walls, and blocks I feel is more complicated than basic building in Minecraft simply because the 3D aspect of it translates more seamlessly into real life building.
Okay, so if you're Thor, then I'll be tough in.
She didn't miss a beat when going to make a new world, but the menu screen here is where confusion most often arises.
Master. The DCL of remorse. Okay.
Says it's the name.
I was trying to prompt her to click on the name box so she could change the name of the world, but it didn't occur to her to actually click on it. I guess she figured she was stuck with whatever name was given to her by default, and I wonder if she would have understood it better if the box had been blank from the start. Now, I guess one thing I should say right now to make sure that it's very clear is that this video is not to be taken as actual advice for how to make or change the game in any way. My wife is not the target audience for Terraria at all, and making it in a way to cater to her would likely be to the detriment of the primary fan base. This is just a fun observation of how she interacts with the game. After telling her how to change the name, she was faced with a major decision.
Big decision in life.
Big decision.
The mic didn't quite pick her up, but she initially joked about naming the world San Diego before landing on this name. I actually don't remember why she gave it that name. I think it was just because it sounded pretty.
Do I want master?
Absolutely.
No. Okay. So I'm guessing probably either the cute white bunny or the brown bunny.
Under advisement, I told her to go for classic mode. Journey mode might actually be a lot more her speed, but the problem with journey mode is that there are a whole lot more buttons, and I was concerned about her becoming too overwhelmed, so we're going to stick to classic mode, and I'm going to jump into the world with her to keep her safe so she can explore the game.
Not a great thing that I don't like dying. I'm going to be playing Terraria, huh?
Probably.
Am I cutting down a tree right now?
Sure.
Okay. Okay. I told you, it is like Fireboy and Water Girl. I can now. Oh, and that's how you jump. But is the W anything?
It can do things.
Just not right now. Okay. Okay, it's one hand on the mouse. That's what I'm putting together. Ah! Did I just kill a squirrel?
You just killed a
What do
squirrel.
I do? What do I do with it?
Do with what? The squirrel?
Yeah.
Nothing really. Just kind of dead.
That's so sad. Oh my word.
What do you want to do?
Listen, I'm not Travis. I'm not oh gosh. Ah!
Before we continue, this video is sponsored by me. See, I want to create Survivor Season 2. I know a lot of you are really big fans of that series, or the big video, whichever one that you saw. And if you haven't, you should definitely check it out. But you see, Survivor is a massive undertaking, and if I were to do it, content on this channel might just slow. So I am asking for your support to make Survivor Season 2 a reality. For your support, you will receive the raw footage of Season 1 from my point of view, so you'll have all of that right from the start, as well as the original world file. Plus, you will get exclusive live streams of Season 2 when we start recording it. You can show your support for this project on my Patreon. All tiers will have access to it, though there is one that is specifically labeled for Survivor, and all money donated on this video or via the Patreon will go directly into this project. So if you like the Survivor series and are in a place that you can support it, be sure to check out the Patreon in the description below. The slime startled her, but with me taking care of those, she started looking at the trees and figured something could be done with them. Of course, she tried chomping them down with her sword earlier, but now she noticed her hotbar for the first time and that there were more tools in her inventory.
Oh, do I have other things? Oh,
Your hot bar there.
oh, that's
Yeah. There you go.
When she did start using the axe, though, it didn't occur to her at first that she needed to be holding the mouse over the target.
Oh. There you go.
okay.
Can we just take a moment to appreciate how she left the stump? Why do noobs always do this?
Just going on a rampage.
I just took his head off. Oh my gosh. Really sad. Oh, here's his cousin.
She hasn't pressed escape yet, so she looked at her inventory slots again and wondered if that was all that she could carry. She was basically squinting to see what was up there and thought that would look like...
Like, do I just have those things that I have there? What do I have? Awesome.
So-
Is that
Which
the wood?
one looks like a
Is
sausage?
that the wood? That one.
Oh,
it's wood.
that one, yeah.
Okay.
No, try
Good
hitting
to know.
the escape.
Oh gosh. Oh, so I have more inventory. Okay, so
Yeah.
this is like also like in Minecraft.
I mean, if that helps you understand,
It helps
then
me
yes.
understand it.
Now, one thing about my wife that is both surprising and not at the same time is that she is very observant. So although many noobs get overwhelmed by the sheer amount of stuff, she, a non-gamer noob, didn't take long to notice things.
Okay, did I do anything? Oh, what is this? Camera mode.
My mic was really struggling to pick her up for some reason, but when she hovered over the housing button, she thought that it was meant to be used to help build houses, and although this isn't totally inaccurate, it's also not the button's technical function. She also noticed the minimap and remarked that she could see the whole world on it, so I told her to press the M key.
Oh dear.
She was quite surprised to see the actual size of the world, but I'd be interested to see how big she ends up thinking it is after exploring to the edges of the world, because if you ask me, the actual size is hard to really suss out when looking at a big mass of darkness. After looking at the map, she pondered how she would go about digging and remarked at how she has no tools for mining.
Well, I
You
guess
don't?
is the pickaxe isn't. That's just for chopping rock.
As you can see, she's swinging her pickaxe, but she's not doing it for fun. She's struggling to mine.
That was me. Man, I thought
I
it was.
believe it. You can get one.
Oh. Ah.
She struggled quite a bit with mining and had a hard time with what she called being precise with where she was clicking.
I don't feel like I'm being very exact. Like, how do you?
The mouse to be exact.
Ah. Okay, what am I? Okay, so I had the mouse. Like exactly where you want to stop. You have to be really close.
Which is fair enough, so I taught her how to enable Smart Cursor, which was a big help for her. She might end up just leaving it on, which could be problematic or make some things take longer than normal, but for someone less familiar with the game, Smart Cursor is a big help, so they don't need to worry about clicking directly on blocks, but can just swing in a certain direction with a decent level of accuracy. She ended up digging herself this little hole until it reached the point of being dark enough for her to realize she needed a light source. To help her with crafting, I had her press the escape key, but from there, once she knew she was looking for a way to craft, she was able to find the menu pretty easily. From here, she interpreted everything wrong, but also in a way that makes a certain level of sense. Before that, it took her a moment before she figured out she could select which of the two she wanted to craft. While trying to figure out how to craft in the first place, she made 2 platforms and couldn't figure out how to start crafting again. So I had to teach her to drop the platform in her inventory and make sure her cursor was clear of anything so she could continue making stuff. Once that was out of the way, she struggled to interpret the boxes she was looking at, and so I had to teach her another thing, that the little boxes on the right are the ingredients used to make the thing.
But the things on the right, I don't have any gel though.
By the sounds of it, the different color of the gel in her inventory confused her, and she assumed that because it was green, it wasn't the same as the blue one she was looking at. It was only after I told her she did in fact have gel that she hovered her mouse over the gel and realized the mistake. She had also forgotten how she crafted the first platform and thought that the little hammer here is what you click to craft things. This would never have occurred to me, but yeah, it makes a lot of sense to think that. Other games will use hammers as a button when you want to craft things, although I'm not sure she's experienced any game that actually does that. Maybe it was just a logical leap that she took because hammers craft things in real life, so she figured that it must be the button used to craft these items rather than, well, just clicking on the item.
Wait, where'd my torch go? Did I drop it?
No, you still have it.
Oh.
The reason for her confusion was that I had placed a torch, but she assumed that she must have been the one who placed it. When she went to place the torch for herself, she ran into the same problem she had with mining.
Oh, you have to be really exact with
Torch placed, and me making sure we'll be safe, she sees her first zombie enter the scene.
I've locked
Somehow this little safe box I'd made wasn't so safe though, because I guess I accidentally made a hoik that this pinky could take advantage of.
Ah!
Oh.
Ah! What happened? Can't do anything. It's not dying. Can you show a sword?
I was quite convinced the pinky would end up killing us both, especially since up to this point, she hadn't broken out her sword to fight off any of the mobs yet. But when she did, I was pretty proud of her. Little did I know that she was waving the cursor around in circles. I don't know exactly the mentality of this other than panic and figuring that moving the cursor around was akin to swinging her sword around. It wasn't until I put a torch down and the slime was pinned against the wall that her attacks became a lot more targeted.
There we go. Ooh!
Now, in fairness to her, the copper short sword is kind of a strange starting weapon because of how you really need to target things with it, and can't just hold left click in a general direction to attack. She mined a deeper hole from there, and even this didn't exactly take a very long time. It felt like very slow progress, and in all fairness, it was.
Oh, iron ore.
Even if she wasn't finding her way anywhere, this did give her the chance to learn that she could press the number keys to switch what she was using from her hotbar.
Are there more buttons? Oh gosh. What? I'm getting very far.
Before now, she would click on the item she wanted to use with her mouse and then use it. She would continue to do this sometimes after learning she could press the numbers, but I guess that's something she'll get accustomed to with time. She was beginning to wonder if there was anything down here at all.
Kind of a blind digging.
I told her that there are in fact caves, but that it would take a hot second before we find one, and that is something that can really suck with Terraria if you're newer to the game. I keep seeing noobs start their own tunnels near spawn before exploring real far, and so they end up mining for a good long while in the upmost parts of the worlds where there isn't a whole lot to discover, only for them to begin to wonder if there's anything underground at all. Some worlds generate without there being a single natural cave near spawn, which would mean the noob will either struggle figuring out the surface or end up starting the game with only the most boring method of finding a cave available to them. I do think this is something that would be beneficial for Terraria, that some sort of natural cave be guaranteed near spawn so noobs have the opportunity to do some level of cave exploration without a whole bunch of mind-numbing mining at the very start. With that said, we spent enough time down here for it to be day, and I've told her she'd probably enjoy exploring the surface a lot more than mining.
Oh gosh, how do we get back up? Ah! Ah! Oh wow, we did not get.
There have been no pots for rope or anything like that, so I taught her how to use platforms to get out of the hole. She just must first remember how to craft things in the first place.
Control? No. Escape. Okay. Platform, and then I hit the craft.
When we made it outside, we were immediately swarmed by slimes. Now, my objective coming into this was to keep my lovely wife alive for as long as possible, and considering the game we're playing, that's a monumental task. But I was quite surprised and proud to see that she has become familiar enough with the game to handle a slime on her own, or, well, relatively speaking. Before heading into the desert over there, I wanted to make sure I had some wood with me.
Oh dear.
The tree exploding was not expected for her. The smaller one she had chopped earlier was likely much less noticeable, so when she saw a massive tree explode into little wood pieces, it was a bit of a shock. Before running into the desert, she saw this stone rubble and was curious about it, so she started breaking them. A worm appeared, and I think she was trying to kill it for a while, but had no luck with it.
Oh, what's that?
Before I could stop her, she waltzed into the desert.
Yeah.
I continued to be angry because the mic's compressor was way overly aggressive while we were doing this, so it cut out a lot of what she said and her reaction to things, and who wouldn't want more of this?
Ugh. Its head just pop off.
But to my utter shock and amazement, she was handling the vulture very, very well.
Oh, dark. They just knock his head off.
Now, it's possible she did this all on her own, or it's possible she's used a little head knowledge that she has gained from watching my videos. I know she has seen at least some of them, but I have no idea how many she has or has not seen, or how well she pays attention or retains the information. So we're going to assume she is doing this purely on instinct. She figured out breaking the cactus with a copper axe, although she did question whether cactus was useful before doing so. Killing these vultures did have her wishing she had a way to attack from a distance. I'll teach her about the wooden bow later. She didn't get very far in the desert before she came across what to her looked like an opening, and so she started mining to it. I guess since she hasn't seen an actual cave or cave entrance yet, she has no context for what they look like or how big they really are. Another reason why I have no idea how much of what she has been or will do has any basis on any of my videos that she may or may not have seen. She quickly understands that she isn't going anywhere fast.
Ah! A very small opening.
Very small.
But I found a cave.
I'm gonna call that a cave.
I think I can stand in it.
Her desert happens to be one of my favorite ones, where the entrance to the underground desert is through these little anthill-like structures. She recognized them as anthills as well, but I decided to tell her that the underground desert would be too dangerous for her to handle. Little did I know, a very short distance away, there would be an exposed desert pyramid. Rather than tell her to explore it though, I wanted to see if she'd check it out on her own. Since the mic sucks, she started walking towards the pyramid and asked, "What is that?" I was super excited that she'd seen it, only to realize she was referring to this decorative skull on the ground. Thankfully, as soon as she took her eyes off the skull, she noticed the temple and got right to mining. Her mining is just a bit weird to watch because she doesn't opt for efficiency, but for opening up the space.
I'm sweeping, okay? I'm sweeping to the left, right, so I have a nice, wide open place. Yeah, because I can't move very well. Oh. Okay, what do I... Wait. I got a rug. Oh, a flying carpet.
Yeah.
Stupid Mike missed her calling lesser healing potions laser potions.
Lesser
Lesser.
healing potion. Am I progressing at all in this game?
At this point, she's been playing for 30 minutes, which I guess is a fair point for a person to wonder if they have accomplished much. And although this is rather slow going for people familiar with Terraria, I'd say her progress is about on pace for any noob who plays the game for the first time. The issue with trying to pinpoint about how long the starting phase of the game should take is that it's highly dependent on the world spawn. A noob with no natural caves is going to spend a very long time either dying on the surface or mining aimlessly until something happens. Those who have caves will progress at different rates depending on what kind of loot they find, and just overall different people will struggle with different aspects of the game. My wife has had quite a bit of help in teaching from me, which has definitely helped her progress more than she would have otherwise, and finding a desert pyramid is absolutely massive. Speaking of, I taught her how to equip and use the carpet.
How do I go down?
This was a pretty fascinating question because I take for granted how the flying carpet just hovers in place, but my wife assumed a flying carpet would be able to move up and down. A cool idea and a fair assumption, but not something that the flying carpet can do. She heads deeper into the pyramid, but keeps stopping whenever she sees literally anything, like this tiny piece of decoration she spotted with her impeccable perception.
Thank you, it's my one strong suit.
Now, there's been a slight problem up to this point. With how my computer is set up, the game audio only comes out of my headphones that I plugged into the audio interface, so up to this point, my wife has been basically playing the game on mute because she doesn't want to put on the headphones. Now that we're in the underground desert, it occurs to me to crank the volume up on the laptop that I'm playing the game on and told her to listen to my speakers to listen for what is around her.
I like that. Is that there's a monster? Is there a monster?
She made it all the way to the underground desert, and despite another warning that she shouldn't go any further, she started mining into the cave she could see.
That sounds great. Oh, this is what I'm here for, I think. I don't know. What is the point of the... Oh, this is gold! I found gold. Oh, there's a... Get out! I can't jump! I can't move!
H. There you go. This is one of your lessons. Your health back.
How do I get back up?
You need to do a better job at jump.
I can't jump. I can't move. Why do they make it so hard to jump?
Alright.
Why do they make it so hard to jump? How do I like this better. This is easier. I like this. I like this development here.
It happens to be night again, and despite the visceral fear of the worms, she actually challenged the zombies head on.
Murder. It's kill or be. You wouldn't understand. Ugh.
She actually is doing a pretty good job at fighting off the zombies.
Oh gosh, that's a lot.
Yeah.
What is the star? There's a star up there.
Not well enough that I'd let her challenge that many zombies all at once, not to mention the demon eyes that I'm sure would be much more difficult for her to handle. We're kind of trapped down here because we can't fight that many zombies and we have no recall potions, or at least I don't. I forgot that she actually did get some from the chest in the pyramid, but that's fine. She just ended up digging in a sort of circle in the pyramid until day came around, or, well, almost day, because all the zombies got stuck in the pyramid and she was getting bored, so I helped her escape.
Run! Oh, there's an eyeball. Murder. Ugh. Oh, that's terrifying. There's something in the water.
It's a minor miracle, but we both survived the little bit of night that was remaining, so she was able to keep exploring the surface. She really liked this one cave because there were these hanging flowers and she ended up finding clay. She thought it was a pretty cool discovery and asked if it was useful for anything, and so I informed her that clay is kind of useless.
Great. Thanks for bringing me here.
I did tell her that she could make flower pots, but that's about it. There are clay bricks that can be used for building, but I'm trying to only teach her things that are most relevant to her in the moments, and she likes flowers, so I figured she might like that.
Here.
I'm so glad.
Thankfully, this bit of exploring brought her to her first natural cave.
There's a pot. Oh, what is that? Is that copper?
Of course, she asked if copper was useful, so I had to tell her it was basically useless.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. So if I use great godly wooden boomerang. See, this is what I'm talking about.
What? What do you mean? What you're talking?
No, do you remember the second time I watched you play this? And you were like, and I said, this is ridiculous. There's like absolute nonsense. And you're like, nuh-uh. And I said, and I quoted you word for word, something that you said along the lines of like, I need 17 more boxes for my suitcase so I can build a tank. Or something like that. And I
Not even close.
It was something
There's
like that.
nothing related. I don't even know what you're referring to.
I am paraphrasing. Shuriken.
Backtracking for a moment, she has noticed and opened every chest she has come across without prompting. She is doing better at looting treasure than one of my first friends I introduced to the game, who regularly plays Dark Souls and can be a bit of a loot goblin in the game. I don't know if that friend was blind or what's going on. Maybe different people just have an easier time identifying things, and my wife is stupid good at noticing things because she has continued down the cave and she happened to see a giant worm. Looking at the footage, I have zero idea how she saw it because I can't see it anywhere in the footage.
There's something big down there. I saw a big thing. You know? No, Thank you. I'm glad he understands. Oh, look, a pot. Yellow. Oh. Barium. See, there was a snake. Did you see that?
Oh.
Yeah, it's a giant snaky thing. Oh, that's. Yeah, that thing. Ugh. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, God. What did you just do?
One thing I talked about in my video about Terraria's cave design is how glowing enemies are very helpful for new players exploring caves such as jellyfish. They stand out and help guide the player, and this one was helpful for my wife as well, not so much in finding a cave, but just in giving her something to think about.
Wait, is there stuff underwater? Oh, there's a glowy jellyfish. That's pretty neat. Are those helpful?
Now, our dog happened to be with us as we were playing, and before heading deeper into the cave, the dog awkwardly shoved herself beneath the desk and my wife's legs, and I guess somehow my little puffin ended up pressing a key while trying to deal with this.
Maggie. Magnolia. Get out from under. Ah! I'm dying! What's happening?
Oh.
Where did I go?
I wasn't looking where.
I don't know where I am.
Oh, you.
It's dark.
There you
Oh. The dog.
Careful.
That was like it's pitch black and I'm drowning. I don't know where I am. Woo!
You might have noticed how she nearly missed a pressure plate. This is a great opportunity to teach her what dart traps are and what pressure plates look like. It should be very helpful so she doesn't do exactly what she's doing right now.
Like that?
Yeah, like that.
Okay, good
There's
to
a
know.
pressure plate.
She continues to notice every tiny little thing.
Oh, what is that? Little ledge? Cool. Ah, murder. There's a bat. Ooh, there's another one of those things. Drowning.
Now, the thing that she struggles with the most, by far, is moving around. As you've probably noticed, she has a hard time with pressing the spacebar and a direction key at the same time, so she'll often take several attempts to jump out of larger holes and struggles with grabbing on a rope. Now, part of the reason she struggles with jumping out of holes, though, is because she doesn't fully understand that holding the spacebar for longer gives her a slightly higher jump, so she's always doing really short jumps that amount to very little. Now, as hilarious as it would be to watch her open this chest over here and explode, I love my wife and value our marriage, so I told her what it is and what to look for before clearing out the explosives and making a safe box for us. This treasure chest probably had the best thing we could have asked for, a cloud in a bottle. I suspect it'll take her a while to figure out how to use it well, but at the very least, it should help to a degree.
There's a dinosaur. Oh! Ah!
Now she's stuck in a considerably larger cave than she has been in before, with a life crystal in sight. She wants to get to the crystal, but she hasn't had to climb out of a cave this large before, and new players frequently struggle more with going up than going down. In the case of my wife, I happened to get a cloud in a bottle in this chest so I could model to a certain extent how to use it and also place down some rope. Only issue is that she tried to grab onto it, but I guess it was a little bit off, and so she just floated to the other ledge.
I did it.
I didn't realize it, but she was trying to right-click the heart, but with the rails right there, she ended up on a minecart. I told her she could mine the life crystal instead, but with us being near a marble and jungle biome, the enemies were a bit too much, and she died for the first time. I did at least manage to grab the life crystal before joining her though.
Okay, what happens if you die? Oh! This is a really sad house.
I'm a little surprised she was brave enough to do this, but she walked away all on her own to grab a few stars on the ground while I prepared the ground for a starting house.
Where's the door? Workbench.
There you go. She doesn't know how to build at all yet, so I put up a simple shoebox to keep us safe while I explained. Explaining how a workbench works took a little while. I wanted to direct her to making an enchanted boomerang, though she quickly got distracted by a cactus table.
There you are.
Now we're going.
Hit the little hammer.
I got her to make the boomerang, and from there told her the basics of making a home. Showing her how to place doors by example, she made a chair because she wanted to, as well as a campfire which she was afraid would set the house on fire. All in all, she has kind of accidentally made suitable housing, although I was involved in about half the process. She also made an iron broadsword with some advice from me, which she got to try out.
Oh wow. That's
Yeah, it's a lot stronger.
funny.
She started exploring in the same direction, but when she realized that, she decided she wanted to go the other way. And to my relief, there is a natural cave there. Wonderful.
There's a can of worms, but I don't think we want a dull umbrella.
We ventured deeper into the cave where she continues to notice really small things.
What is this under the water here?
This time though, that small thing was actually useful and not just a core. She found this topaz tree, which she thought was pretty cool and weird looking. She was happy to smack around this one jellyfish with her boomerang, and she started throwing bombs like a maniac. Not sure if she was trying to blow up blocks or the slime at first, but she accomplished both.
Ah! Oh man, that would have been fun if it flooded. Oh look, hearts!
I had totally forgotten about the life crystal that I'd grabbed earlier, so when she got these two, I was able to teach her how to use them and was sure to throw her the one I had so she could get as much life as possible. She came across this one treasure room she wanted to loot, and this time she was insistent on getting up there on her own using rope. She had a really hard time placing the rope as well as climbing them. Overall, she thinks the game is very precise, and ultimately, it is. I'm just so used to it that I don't think twice about how I click on very specific blocks.
That's fun.
It was a lot of work to get up here, and afterwards she decided it was time to go home.
The fall is a slow death. Oh, that's blood. Ah. Oh, what is that?
She's quite unlucky to have a blood moon on the third or fourth night of the game. Not great for a new player, least of all someone who is a non-gamer, but this was the time that she had reached her limit and was just about to hit that 2-hour mark. After that much time, what was her first impression of the game?
I don't feel like I did anything. That took 2 hours?
Yeah.
For me to do nothing?
No.
She was relieved, or I guess a little excited, to learn that she was progressing at a very normal pace for a new player, and even made an impressive amount of progress for a non-gamer, really. Although she doesn't really know what it means or looks like to progress in the game, I suspect she would actually have fun building the house, but with very little available to her and her difficulty with understanding how to build in the first place, I'm not sure she'll get to that point anytime soon. That said, she has said she is interested in playing Terraria some more, so if you want to see that, be sure to like the video, comment something nice below, and subscribe. Love you, sweetie, I know you're watching this.